Waiting for Twitch to update with it. There we go.
Are we good?
We are good.
Offset salad was first. So I actually don't have the, what's it called? The overlay, the chat overlay.
That's fine.
Okay. I will get it for future sessions, but I will not have it for this.
I'll do chat for this.
Oh, will you? Well, I mean, the game, I can set it to where I have the game on one side of the screen, and then and then I have Twitch open on the right, so I'll be able to respond to stuff as well.
But this is like a really difficult game, so you're gonna want to give it all of your
That
attention.
is true. I will want to full screen it and like have my eyes glued to the screen, not even paying attention to you whatsoever.
Yeah, I'd be shocked if you were even able to keep a steady conversation.
Okay, so should we just go with it or wait till a few people get here?
We got a few people. There are 4 viewers. We can start.
Are there really 4 viewers?
Yes.
I don't see that.
Hello. Welcome to Phanopoeia Gaming.
Oh, okay, we're gonna start. Where were you the first time you heard of this game, Samuel?
I was sitting down on a couch. I was really, really comfortable. It was just a great time. Yes. And I was watching YouTube videos on, like, internet things.
Deciduous
like Watch Mojo Top 10.
Phanopoeia stream says C-Slick. I want to make C-Slick a VIP just because she's a patron. But I don't know how to do that, so I'll figure it out later probably. Also,
yeah, I don't really know how to do it, but yeah.
Hello Ari. I remember exactly where I was when I first heard of this game. I was a sophomore in geometry class, and my childhood friend Elijah Cervantes was sitting up one and to the right desks from me.
Are you kidding right now? Like,
no, I'm not. I'm being serious. This actually happened. I was sitting in geometry class and I asked my friend Elijah Cervantes what games he likes, and he was a big 4chan guy. So that's how he had heard of this game, and he recommended it to me. So I went home and played it that same day, and I loved it. Also, we're gonna do the Lily route.
Good. That's my favorite route.
Yes, under a pile of kindling. Does anyone in chat have any experience with this game?
I know that Cutest Sociopath has a really, really good story about.
A really good story? I'm dying to know what that story is.
C-Slick affirmed first, so that means we have to hear C-Slick first.
We simply must. As far as
if you don't explain your story right now, then I will cry. You are being put on the spot.
I've never heard of this. What? Really? Okay. By the way,
Fantastic.
we are not censoring this.
We're not?
No, we're not. Because Twitch allows in-game nudity, so.
If you're under 21 and you're watching this, then you need to get out. This game is inappropriate. There are deciduous trees on screen.
As I gaze upon
Uncensored trees.
as I gaze upon this the snow as it drops down to the deciduous tree, I think to myself, man, if only I was above 21 years of age, then I could enjoy this game in all its glory, in all its stupor. Just like a real man would.
I remember one time people said that they were like, it was someone who was a really big Terraria fan back in like middle school, and they were talking about how there are harpies above the earth, and I thought they had like a bit like just a weird accent, so I heard there are herpes above the earth, and I was thinking, so is that what snow is?
I feel my heart skip a beat, so that's actually kind of funny.
Don't spoil.
No spoilers. We're not spoilers. I am a spoiler baby, but we will be getting into this very
It could
shortly.
possibly be indicative of something. Possibly.
Maybe question mark. Cecilic says, I played this game in high school when I had no idea what relationships are, and also did not understand why people wanted them. So it was basically a fun, messy experience of emotions that I did not feel and still do not. Relatable. To me, personally. Like the act of relating is like, that the feeling of relating is not there, but consciously it's there.
Yeah.
Also, yes, I played this game before I even had it feels weird to say I had my first girlfriend or got my first girlfriend. Basically, romance isn't real, says Cecilic. Also, I talked about this game a lot with a former friend who is now a huge racist and says Twitch emotes in real conversation.
Bro, if you don't say that you own your girlfriend, then you don't use. Back in middle school, I owned my first woman.
Yeah, so she was my property. She did belong to me. I did own Mew.
Hippity hoppity, Ceaselic's my property.
All woman die.
Do you see? They just said a swear word in the game.
I cannot believe they would do this. Flushed emoji.
That's pretty Kappa of you to say, man.
I prefer to go with Kappa Pride.
That's pretty people's champ of you.
Let me look. It's pretty smork of me.
I really don't know like Twitch emotes, so I'm just gonna. Man, that's pretty jebaited of you. You looking jebaited right now. Not gonna.
It's pretty phonem. My heart is pounding now as if it. Wow, it's almost as if that thing we talked about earlier is coming back. That's it's foreshadowing.
Man, that's pretty
I should tweet this. Okay, I tweeted this. So, here we are out in the cold. Yes. Much like my heart, a cold, desolate hellscape.
The cacophonous noise, I love that line. I was trying to make a joke out of that, but I really like that.
What, cacophonous? Oh,
yes.
Yes, I see it now. I wasn't even paying attention to the dialogue.
Hey, Pedro.
Hello, Pedro. What, did you share this in Swans?
I did.
Holy shit. That is unbelievable. So yeah, it's my goal with this playthrough of sorts to get into Sam and I's relationships. And Ceaselix, not gonna happen.
I'm only gonna talk about myself.
Yourself?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm so gracious. Speaking of...
Did someone say relationship? Yes, I did say relationship. I have been looking forward to Cease and I talking about relationships, which is why I have been harping on this stream on my Twitter. Go follow me on Twitter.
You've been harpying on the stream because you're above everyone.
Much like the angels of God, so too shall I fly above everyone else, shitting, urinating, pissing, flying, screaming, dominating. Yeah, okay.
I love Finnegan About Us so much. I'm really glad. Like, every time that someone says Finnegan About It, it just fills my heart with, like...
What does it fill your heart with? We must know.
It fills my heart with, desire.
Everything I know about relationships I've learned with Danganronpa.
Me too.
That is amazing. I don't know what Danganronpa is. Like, I've heard of it, of course, but I've never, like, actually paid attention to it. I've never, like, gone to seek it out and learn about what it is, you know?
Oh, Danganronpa, yeah, me either. It's always just been something that I knew existed. Like, everyone can recognize the bear thing, but...
I've only loved one person, and it's Nagito Komeda. You should play Danganronpa. And then you should recognize Ryoma Hoshia's best boy. I don't know about that, but I might play Danganronpa on the stream at some point. Holy shit, foreshadowing real life events. The beating in my chest suddenly stops and I go weak at the knees. Oh my goodness, he died. Game over. This was such a short stream.
You chose the wrong route.
Okay. So I kind of forget what was going on in this part of the game. What was that him about to make a confession, or was that her going to make a confession? It was him?
Yeah.
Okay. It's finally fucking over.
We were gonna go really meticulous into every detail about the game, and I don't think we read a single one of those lines.
Yeah, that's because I don't know. We will get to the dialogue when it's important.
Drip.
Ah, yes,
Drip.
The IV, the intergalactic vagina. That was a terrible joke, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry to the 5 people watching right now. Please forgive me. I will never make a joke again in my life.
I was about to say something. Oh yeah, I remember what I was gonna say. Richard Youngs is the best boy, and the only person that I've ever...
Yeah, you cut out.
Richard Youngs is the best boy and the only person I've ever loved. He's also probably on the spectrum.
It's been 4 months since his heart attack.
I'm sorry. I didn't need to say that one, but. Heart attack. Those aren't fun. I can tell you that because I'm prone to heart attack.
How many heart attacks have you had in your life, Samuel?
None.
Wow, that will make it very easy for you to empathize with the main character that has arrhythmia.
I'd rather be prone to heart attacks than supine to heart attacks.
I'm just imagining, like, Randy Savage, like, in a wrestling ring, like, beating up on this guy wearing a heart costume.
That's why are you just like God, what is that?
It causes the heart to act erratically and occasionally beat way too fast. It can be fatal, much like Randy Savage when I fight him in the wrestling ring. I promise we will get to the good jokes eventually.
I cannot find the thing that I was just thinking, and I will.
The C-Slick says, the former racist friend is also allegedly called Richard, but he doesn't deserve that name. Let me ask you this, C-Slick. What makes someone deserving of a name?
Whether I give it to them or not.
Oh. So if someone has never met you, are they just nameless?
Yeah.
Yeah?
They just don't exist. People only exist when they enter my line of sight.
Is this like the ultimate form of solipsism?
Yes. A lot of people say choose solipsism because it's like, oh, nobody exists, nothing matters, I am so sad. But no, I'm the only person that exists because I'm just more graceful than everyone else.
Right, this reminds me of when Beatrice and I talked about solipsism on our Banjo-Kazooie playthrough.
Oh yeah. Oh, when I first met Cutest Sociopath, I used to call her Uniqua.
Uniqua? How telling. As she is such a unique person. The uniquest in all the land.
I also called her Thunderpants.
Ah, yes.
I love calling people things. I frequently call you Caboose.
Ah, yes. Caboose is, it's top tier. It's a top shelf name. You and I were actually talking about usernames the other day.
Yes, we were.
Well, let's go through our username list. C-Slick is a 10 out of 10. So, what did we agree Tyler's username was? Was that a 7 or 8 out of 10?
That was like a 8.
Okay. What was mine? A 9?
Yes.
And then what was yours?
Was a strong 9.
A strong 9.
I gave mine a 10.
Okay, right. I think the added punctuation mark really made my name.
It does, because it's like you are ending the phrase by saying your name.
Exactly.
You are talking about I am the kobold.
Right.
And other people.
Right. I am making a statement with everything that I do.
Free associating. That's the word that I was looking for.
More like it dissociating. I'm about to dissociate to this game, to this stream, to this life.
I do that all the time.
Relatable.
They call me Doctor. What a great name. That right there is a 10 out of 10. Dad's also pretty good.
I'm calling it quits. I'm hanging up the kobold. I'm now,
Dad.
my alias that I go by is now simply Dad.
Hey, Dad.
Hello, Samuel. Diarrhea.
I need to rate Cecil's meals.
Day. Dyspnea. Oh god. There's too many. Oh god. Oh god.
Okay. Sunflower seeds are really good, but they're not, like, they're not up there. They're just really good. I'd say, like, probably like a 3.5 out of 5. Maybe 3.6.
Anything above or below a 5 out of 10 is not something that I want to engage with orally.
We at Phanopoeia only like the most average of meals.
Only the most bland of meals are acceptable here at Phanopoeia Gaming on Twitch.tv.
Sunflower seeds would be the best snack if, like, strawberries didn't exist, or popped corn, or bread of the sliced variety.
I did not pay attention to a single word that just escaped your godforsaken orifice.
Thank you.
God, I smell like shit.
We understand that your education is Pixar. However, I don't think that it's at least not until we're sure your medication.
So you are transferable as to speak to your parents.
Whoa! You just cheated.
What did I just cheat? I've never cheated on a single thing in my life.
No, I forgot that I'm watching the Twitch stream with a delay. I thought you just, like, knew exactly what the next line was gonna be before it.
I'm waiting for C-Slick to go on about relationships. And
yeah,
I'm quite honestly, I'm disappointed. Thus far, you have not said a single word about the dynamic of relationships,
that's not true.
except that she would be going on about them.
That's just not true, because she talked about her relationship between herself and sunflower seeds of the cracked pepper variety.
Ah, yes, well, I'm just gonna skip all this shit.
Yeah, why would we ever want to play this game?
Okay, now we can get to the good part, I think. Is it Act 1?
I actually, have a close friend of mine who grew up in a, like, health residential.
Right. Oh my god, I love this. I love this song. This is the best song in the whole game. It's called Fripperies. You can't hear it?
No.
God, I hate you.
I'm muted.
Oh yeah, that's fair. You should have let me fucking stream the game to you through Discord. Anyway,
I hate Discord.
What is Discord? The gate looked far too pompous for what it was. That is an immaculately written sentence.
It really is.
I mean, just look at it. It's amazing.
Going on.
God, it makes me wish we had been actually paying attention to the game, because this is an amazingly written sentence. I hope
the writing in this game is just phenomenal.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I remember it being really good, but I mean, obviously it has to be good if it's a visual novel, right? But this is like the best of visual novels, right? This is like the king of proverbial digital novels.
I only like my visual novels analog.
In fact,
books.
What is a book? I have read.
Gates generally seem to do that, but this one especially. I love that.
Yeah, this is amazing.
From the looks of it, most gates seem to open, but this one, like, profoundly opens.
Like most people, or most gates keep people out of the perimeter, but this gate was the king of keeping people out of its perimeter.
I think you know how we were going to do like a very light story for our album?
No, I don't want to do a light story. Why would we do a light story?
Heavy-fisted story, but it's not like we have to go into space to save some aliens from God.
Oh yeah, no.
I think we should spend an entire song just talking about like a gate.
I would love that. That would be amazing. That really would. Red bricks, black wrought iron, and gray plaster. That is an amazing assortment of words. Assembled into
all of those visualizations.
All of these objects combine into an assortment of objects that when whole create a pompous gate. And it is not
okay, let's go to the next line already.
Okay. I wondered if it looked like what a gate for a school should look like, but couldn't really decide. Probably no. Imagine writing... Oh, I think we are on 5 or 6 lines of dialogue for this gate. That's incredible.
Yeah. Of course, I didn't want to get stuck on thinking about the gate for too long. It's a bit too late for that.
So I entered through it with a brisk pace. A brisk pace?
He sits there. He sits there staring at this gate for like 2 hours. And then he's like, well, I guess I can't stay here all day. So he just sprints through the gate. Like,
See, this is where... See, this is trash writing, because our first impression of this gate was that he was just sitting there staring at it, but now at the 6th line we're told that he's just running past it because he doesn't want to see it. So what, did he just immediately start running as soon as he saw the gate, and like it just took him 6 lines of dialogue for him to run through it? Or...
I think he just, like, sat there for a bit, and then when he moved through it, he just ran.
Right,
a complicated relationship dynamic with the writing of this visual novel.
Right. Moving forward feels good. Now this is the best line so far I have, in my opinion. I don't know if you agree or anyone in the chat will agree, but 10 out of 10 in my opinion.
Jesus stood at the table of the apostles, and they all sat solemnly staring into his glorious, God-given eyes. And he says unto them, moving fast, good.
Ah, yes.
Amen.
Cecilic says, I have a complicated relationship dynamic with the writing of this visualized novel. Yeah, we all do. We all do, Cecilic. So I came here for geek porn.
Me too.
So I walk towards the main building of Yamaku Academy with this brisk pace. I'm alone as my parents are taking my stuff to the dorms, and there's supposed to be someone waiting for me. The grounds are incredibly lush, filled with green. This is another nice sentence. I don't know if I would have written this sentence like that. I, as an aspiring English major, probably would have written this line differently, or at least changed that comma into a semicolon. What do you think?
I think that, I would have just, like, paraphrased it with a couple words, because you know what they say, like, brevity is the key to happiness.
Right. So you would have done like a William S. Burroughs style thing, just like a vomiting word from mouth onto page kind of thing.
Yeah. So basically, what those two text boxes were saying was that everything is beautiful and green, and it's just very lush, but also things seem off. Like this is it doesn't feel like the kind of place that it should be. And you know what else is lush and feels off? An offset salad. They could have just said that.
How? Tell me how you would have said that in 2 or 3 words, Samuel.
I just would have went offstled and then move on to the next topic.
Okay. Right. I can get down with that. It doesn't feel like the kind of grounds a school would have, more like a park, with a clean walkway going past trees and the smell of fresh cut grass and all other park-like things. Now this is where I ask you, what is I was just about to say what is a park, but more specifically,
what is a park?
What is a park? What is included in a park that would make one recognize the park-like attributes of another area in the world?
I think he just, like, listed all of those nouns, cooling.
Like, maybe deciduous trees, perhaps?
Oh, there we go. Clean and hygienic.
Ah.
It makes me shudder.
I would be hard pressed to shudder over something that is clean and hygienic.
Yeah, who doesn't like clean and hygienic things? Why? I've heard of unreliable narrators, but I haven't heard of just dirty narrators.
This narrator is psychotic.
This narrator out here is schizophrenic.
I shake them off. Stay open-minded now. It's your new life. You have to take it as it comes. This is truly the most psychotic of narrators. Not even open-minded about hygiene.
You know,
that's what I tell myself.
This narrator, I've read the DSM-5 before, and
right.
He seems kind of loner. He doesn't seem like he's connecting with this environment.
Right.
He doesn't like lush things. This man is a schizoid.
Is that so? You think that this man is a bona fide schizoid?
I definitely think so. I think he was a schizoid.
Right, due to his lonerisms and narrow-mindedness on the topic of hygiene.
That's one of the things they said in the DSM-5. I read it. They're even putting it in the DSM-6 underlined. Is that You have to, like, take a shower every other day.
Isn't there actually something about hygiene in the DSM for schizophrenia?
There might be. I don't remember it.
Yeah, I don't know. A few big buildings loom behind the leafy canopies, too big and too many for just a school. Now, now I have a bone to pick with this sentence. Now, first of all, leafy is just redundant. A canopy is already leafy. You don't need to describe the canopy by saying it's leafy. And, a few big buildings, that's just not descriptive enough. So with this sentence, it just appears as a contradiction to me. Truly, if anything, this sentence displays the cognitive dissonance of the author.
It's just kind of ridiculous.
Yeah.
There's one building in the shot, and he thinks that's too much.
Yeah. Everything seems off, semicolon. It's different from what I thought I knew about schools. Now, this is just a brilliantly worded sentence. Nothing much to say about it. It's just 10 out of 10.
You just like it because it uses a semicolon.
Well, yeah, but so... Can I go back?
No, you can't, you
God,
idiot.
I can't go back and explain in critical detail what I liked about it because it's not in front of me. But let me tell you, it was beautiful. It's an uncanny valley, even though I was told
that's just false. This isn't even a valley.
Well, it is sort of trough-like.
That is true.
Even though I was told this is my new school, this is my new skull. In the back of my head, it doesn't feel like one. Yes, it's almost as if I have played this game before. Do you think they wrote that game for people that have played this game before? That's an interesting thought. I wonder if the feeling is real or caused by my expectations of a school for the disabled. And just like that. Well, they probably already said that in the introduction, but to those that have not played this game before, we are now at a school for the disabled.
They said that at the hospital part.
Oh yeah, okay. Speaking of that, I don't see anyone else here. It's kind of eerie.
Mount Eerie. Like
Almost
the band Mount Eerie.
Speaking of Mount Eerie, Doomsayer art reminds me of this. Cocteau twins, sunburst and snowblind head over heels.
Yes,
LOL.
I really love that artwork and the colors in yours. And
oh, actually,
sort of reminds
Nadios added the red hue to it.
Oh, he did?
Yeah. The end product will not have that red shit on it. Anyway. Oh yeah, but speaking...
I like that you refer to it as that.
Yeah. Speaking of eerie, I recently... Well, we talked about this yesterday. I recently listened to Mount Eerie, and I loved it. I loved it!
I re-listened to it today to remember like what's going on in that album the whole way through.
Did you...
Okay. It's just so good.
Yes, did you pay specific attention to that moment I called out in the fourth movement where like the guy in the guitar is singing on the left side and then like the group of vocals are on the right side, then they like converge into the middle? Do you
yes.
Yeah, I love that part. That was my favorite part in the whole album. It was amazing.
Wait, I do want to make sure that that is the moment that I am thinking of, because there are a couple moments where they're doing that.
Okay. There's like a very specific moment where they do it. Anyway, speaking of that, I don't see anyone else here. It's kind of, yeah. Maybe you don't see anyone because they're all disabled and don't have legs, so they were not able to walk to class.
You don't see them because disabled people don't exist.
Ah, yes.
They're like ghosts. I sent the thing, just like, play the beginning of it over the stream so that we can all listen to it together.
Okay, how do I pause the, God, what am I doing? Is there a way I can mute the game?
No,
okay.
I don't think, other than just like the Windows applications.
Okay, I got
volume.
it, I got it.
Oh my god.
No, this isn't it. This isn't the part.
I'm peeking into some
No, that's not it.
Oh, you're talking about the third movement, I think.
Okay. Link me that shit so we can listen to it as a group of friends.
I had to pull that up very quickly.
Okay, where is it?
It's in the...
This isn't it.
It starts later in, I think.
Do you know exactly when? Like a timestamp?
Like, try like halfway through.
anybody out can know at the end of day. Have I learned?
Oh my god, I'm an idiot. I know exactly the place that it is.
LOL. Okay.
It's the first movement.
Are you serious? What?
Yes. Yeah, it's the second half of the first movement, starting at
Starting when?
it's like 10 minutes into the first movement.
Okay, can you link it? This is what you come for on our streams. This is the hanging outness that you get on a Phanopoeia gaming stream. You don't come here for the gaming, you come for the chilling and the broing out.
I sent it with the timestamp.
Me waving my handkerchief on the shore. See my arm raised high.
I think this is it.
Turn it down just a little bit.
See that ship sail off.
Ah, yes.
It sails aloft. And see me drive.
You want us like keep playing the game with this in the background? And
No, because then we would get demonetized on YouTube.
no, we wouldn't.
Would we not?
No, it's perfectly fine to play music in the background of streams.
On YouTube, it is. We're gonna upload this VOD to YouTube, so...
Oh yeah, YouTube. Yeah.
Plus, I do kind of want to pay more attention to the game. Well, okay,
Right.
so the reason why Sam and I are harping on this album so much is because Sam and I plan on doing a lot of collaborating with each other. So
Indeed we do.
yeah, so this is one album that will influence our working, collaborating, musicking with each other.
Especially since it's an album that's so built off of those things, collaborating.
Yes.
And yeah.
Analoguing.
Yes, the whole album is just built off of, like, every single one of his friends plays some amount. This is Out Eerie by The Microphones. Have you seen its different artworks that came with it?
No, I have not. But yes, just yesterday, Sam and I were talking about doing a singer-songwriter sort of record.
Yes.
You know, the ideas that you and I are entertaining are very diverse.
Very, very diverse. Incredibly so.
It makes me wish there was somebody here so I could anchor myself to something tangible instead of having this feeling that I stepped into another dimension. Maybe he stepped through the obsidian portal in Minecraft, and this is where he ended up. The trees. That was an amazing reference. That was my best reference so far. Good. Love to dissociate, yes. Did you just dissociate? See Slick at 2:46 p.m. The trees hum with the wind, and the green hues flashing all around me catch my attention. Makes me think about hospitals again, how they say that the operating rooms are painted green because green is a calming color. I would be hard-pressed to say that green is a calming color. I think that the player character is a narc, for that, but we will see. So why am I feeling so anxious despite all this greenery? Perhaps it is because you have social anxiety disorder?
Maybe it's because colors don't influence things like that.
Perhaps it's because colors don't exist.
Probably that, actually. I sent you some of the Mount Eerie artwork.
Okay. Oh my god.
The first two of them are like ink painted on knitted cover.
I am in love with the third picture.
Yes, I absolutely love that one.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Only after I stand in front of the haughty main building, I surprise myself by realizing why the gate bothered me. Oh, I see. So it's like this is great storytelling right here. They have the initial item, and then that is set up for later, and they talk about it later for the payback for the. Yeah, that's just peak storytelling right here.
Yeah.
The set of payoffs that are for later. Any good writer knows about those. It was the last chance I had to turn back, even if I had no life I could return to. But still, after entering, there was absolutely no way I could go back anymore. Just put a Bandcamp link on a Richard RYM album. I do not understand the reference.
That's a reference to Richard Young's, who was the only Richard.
Oh, right. Naturally. Where's my game? Okay. Feeling nervous, and with this realization set in my head, I opened the front door. What realization is he talking about?
The realization that he is anti-real. He is anti-realization.
He is a moral anti-realist.
Immoral. He hates morals.
A tall man with bad posture notices me as I enter. We're the only people in the lobby, so it's only logical. You must be Nikki Nakai.
He almost...
So you are. Excellent. I'm your homeroom and a science teacher. My name is Muto.
Almost just cut my head off.
Good. This "so you are" line reminds me of that "so it goes" line in Kurt Vonnegut's Slaughterhouse 5.
Yes.
Welcome. We exchange a handshake that is neither firm nor sloppy. What is it with this unnecessarily verbose style of writing? And he looks at his watch.
I mean, I like unnecessarily verbose things.
I mean, yes, I like my whole
but
comedic.
Only if they're like flowery.
Yeah, like my whole like style of comedy like centers around that theatrically pedantic, unnecessarily verbose sort of humor. But like here, it's not funny.
Yeah, it's not really played for laughs.
I mean, it is funny looking at it, but like it's obvious that it wasn't meant to be funny. Therefore, it is funny. You know? The head nurse asked you for a brief check-in visit, but there's no time for that now. Then why even mention it, you freak? You 8-foot-tall, 30 billion brain cell having freak. Oh, should I go later? Yes, afternoon is probably fine. We should get going and introduce you to the rest of the class. They're waiting already.
I'm angry that they gave him a name that isn't just, Tall Man.
I am very glad that they made his name Tall Man. It's amazing. By the way, we have 6 people watching right now, and only 2 people, actually 3 people have been talking in chat. And I would like to propose that if you are in the chat, to perhaps engage in the chatting. I would like it. If you were all to do that.
I'm a big fan of engaging.
I'm a big fan of
next
talking, conversing, communicating, having dialogue, speech. Okay. Somehow, not knowing what is waiting for me makes me feel really nervous. Now that's how you can tell that this is a high schooler. Thinking of this, I almost miss what the teacher is saying. Do you want to introduce... Engaging is hard. Oh, what a pussy not introducing yourself to class. I haven't made the decision yet, you freak. Why? Yeah, of course. Now, if this was me in real life, I would
want to talk to you about relationship dynamics, Cecil.
Ah, yes, there we go.
Oh, hi, Pedro.
Hello. Can't believe chat doesn't want to talk to me about relationship dynamic. We will be getting to the relationship dynamic. Welcome to Phanopoeia. What's your favorite Phanopoeia? Personally, I think the stream that Tyler and I just did was really fucking good. Also, I think that the SpongeBob stuff with Sam and I is top shelf. I don't know what Sam would have to say about that.
My favorite Phanopoeia is probably Acid Drop.
Oh my god. Are we ever gonna upload that? Do you still have it?
I do still have those.
You know what we should do? We should upload that as archival so that patrons can get it.
I think that should be the only non-patron archival, because I don't want to hide that to people who pay us. People shouldn't have to pay to see acid drop.
I agree with that, actually. I think that everyone should be able to witness acid drop in all its glory.
We should definitely not ask B before uploading it.
I mean, fuck B. Just upload it, dude.
Yeah.
Kind of actually unironically, I kind of do want you to upload it just for like the history that it has for our channel.
Yeah. What about Eastern Mind?
That Eastern Mind has to be uploaded. I'm kind of upset you haven't uploaded it yet, if I'm being honest.
I could probably do that tonight. All of those are fully edited.
Eastern Mind was horrible, but it's like it's like the history it has for our channel, you know.
That was the first time that we were on a playthrough together.
Yeah, that was the first time you and I did something together. Yeah. So that should be uploaded just for that fact alone.
I kind of want to like revisit Eastern Mind.
I do too. Zerko 333 asks, "Are you going for the Muto run?" No, we are going the Lily route, and we will be getting the good ending.
Yes, we will. Or else I will cry.
Yes. So we've stalled on this scene for long enough. If it was me in real life, I would be hard pressed to introduce myself in a group of people. So I will ask why.
I will be quick to be like, "Hey yo, I'm Sham."
Why? Do I have to? Of course not. That's why I asked. Right. Let's go then. My heart is pounding in my chest, and it keeps me thinking about my condition as I follow the teacher up the stairs. The third door down... Wait, what? The third door down the third floor corridor. Jesus, that's a mouthful. Is marked as the classroom.
The third door down the third floor corridor is marked as the classroom for class 3-3. That's pretty good. I really like that.
Like it's an amazing example of alliteration, but my god, why would you write this and have someone... Windshield Snatch is now hosting. Thank you very much, Destin, for hosting us. We really appreciate it.
My god line was a good example of alliteration.
I'm sorry, what?
My god line, I don't even remember
okay.
all that I said, the apostle thing.
C-Slick says, "I will never engage with another..." Oh yeah, that was. I remember it. "I will never engage with another class again," says C-Slick. I thought you were in college, Cease. Zerko says, "I love grammar." Oh my god, you are on the right stream then, my friend. Okay, Muto opens the door and enters. "I've been trying to figure out how to spell Phanopoeia Gaming for an hour in order to host you. You could have just gone to the fucking Discord server, dumbass." I'm effectively a dropout now, though. Yeah, I feel that. Good morning, everyone. Sorry I'm late again. I hesitate for a split second at the door, freezing on the spot. Get a grip. This is a big step, I know that. But there isn't any point to worrying so much about it, at least not this soon. Yes, the fucking... How do you feel about Hanako? Actually, we can get into that later.
I would love to get into that later.
Yeah.
I have a lot to say.
Do you? Okay, I'm glad. Yes, is this spoiler free?
Sorta. We're not going to spoil things until they happen.
Yeah, I'm typically with media, I am a pretty big spoiler baby. I do not like spoilers, so I would prefer it. I mean, feel free to talk about something in the game if you want to, but I typically dislike it. Okay. I follow the teacher into the classroom and look around, partially so I won't have to meet the curious gazes of my new classmates. I mean for everyone else, because for those who haven't read this, Monica Monica kills herself in this game.
My favorite thing is that's not even a spoil for Doki Doki Literature Club. That just doesn't happen.
It's pretty spacious, semicolon. The ceiling is unusually high and there's lots of space left over around and in between the desks. That was oddly worded. That could have been written better. An entire wall taken up by blackboards and the high old-fashioned windows only make it seem larger. The students' desks are just standard wooden desks with a shelf underneath for books and wooden chairs with metal frames. Simple and efficient. I fucking love the detail in this sentence. Standard wooden desks with a shelf underneath for books and wooden chairs with metal frames. That's amazing.
You know how, mental hospitals will have mirrors that are curved inwards so that when you look into the mirror, it looks like you're thinner?
No, I
think they should have
at the hospital I stayed at, there were not any mirrors. At both of the mental hospitals I stayed at, there weren't mirrors.
Yeah,
from what I remember.
Usually when there are mirrors, they'll make it so you look skinnier. So obese people will think oh, I look better, and they'll feel less bad about themselves. I think they should have done that with this game. I think they should have made the desks smaller than usual, so that everyone thinks that they're really large. But since when have I been a giant? Wow.
But then you would not be able to gaze upon their fit form, their beautiful, immaculate forms, and how skinny they are. Is there anyone else we can date in here? What about this chick? She's not dateable, right?
Yeah, she is.
She is? Are you serious?
Yeah. I might be remembering that wrong, but...
Zerko says, nah, she has a few scenes. Yeah, I didn't think so. But not dateable.
Oh.
I would date people, but if anyone's trying to attach romance to that shit, I sleep. She is hot. Now C-Slick. No, I'm not gonna ask that. I stop walking in front of the classroom and face the other students. They all look normal, like students in any other school. Are you sure about that? They look normal, huh?
What's with all these poses? This does not look like students in any other school.
But then, why would they be here? What are you worried about, C-Slick? They are probably like me and have something wrong with... They're probably like me and have something wrong with them. Ah, yes. Much like everyone with a disability, there is something wrong with them. Only it's just not immediately obvious. Then I noticed that one of the girls seems to be missing the thumb of her right hand. It's a little jarring. Oh shit! You can date this girl, you can date this girl. So there are 3 girls in this class you can date. Okay. Top right. Top right is windshield snatch. Okay. Despite the natural tendency to listen when someone's talking about you, I tune out the teacher's speech halfway through while he introduces me to the class. Apparently you can go to Yamaku and not be disabled. Top right is a paraplegic. I notice a flash of dark hair and see that someone is looking at me. A girl with really long, straight hair that is pretty eye-catching. As she sees me looking back at her, she covers her face with her hands as if it will make her invisible. So that was Hanako he's
yeah,
talking about. If someone laughs at something I say and then says actually, nah, I'm not gonna ask that, lol, I worry. I was just gonna ask you a question as a joke, but then I didn't want you to take it seriously, so I did not ask you. Is bottom right a fake human? Yes, that is definitely a fake human. There is one boy with a cane leaning against the lockers at the rear of the class. It's weird seeing someone so young with a cane. Another girl seems to be making some weird hand motions. Sign language. She peers at me over the rims of her glasses, then goes back to whatever she's doing.
She's casting a spell, you idiot. She's trying to curse you.
Ah yes, the black magics. Would you hate a quadriplegic at anyone? Ah yes, this is the chatting that I was wanting when I suggested people chat earlier. She's kind of cute. So is the cheery-looking girl with pink hair sitting next to her. She's really hard to miss, semicolon. I don't know how I didn't notice her the moment I walked in, ellipses. Sorry, top right is monoplegia. I don't know what that is.
Oh, Google.
Please welcome our newest classmate. He claps his hand and so does everyone else except one girl in the first row who has only one hand. I cringe a little, but hide it by bowing in thanks for this applause I did not deserve. That's amazing.
Monoplegic means that one of your limbs is paralyzed.
Oh, okay. But he has 2 hands. So does he only have 1 foot? I can't see the other foot because the pink bitch is hiding it. I forget what her name is. I'll give you my Twitter account if you do not hate me. I'll give you my Twitter account for free. You can hate me if you want. I will give you my Twitter account regardless. After the applause, there is a brief silence that nobody seems to want to be responsible for breaking. LOL. Oh my god, I love this girl. This girl is me. Actually, no, this girl is me. She's just looking outside, dissociating.
I'm definitely the pink-haired.
You're the pink-haired girl?
Yeah.
I think this is Destin.
Oh yeah, that's definitely him.
The teacher soon realizes bottom left has a boomerang spot. Circo says I'm unironically top right. Okay. The teacher soon realizes that he should probably say something. He opens up with some unintelligible noise, shuts up as he loses his momentum, and then starts introducing me. Nobody seems to be too.
He goes into there. He goes into the classroom completely silent. Realizes that he's completely silent. And he goes, "Hi."
Which Ceaslick asks, "Which one am I?" I think Ceaseless I feel like I'm the narcoleptic. No. C-Slick, you and I would be the same person. We're both this girl right here. That's staring off into the distance. Maybe I should have.
The widest one is me.
So you're the fat ass narcoleptic in the back.
He's not a narcoleptic, you idiot. He's
paraplegic. Right, but he is a narc.
You right.
And I slaughter all narcs. We've already been going for an hour. Maybe I should have said yes to the self-introduction thing. Probably realizing he doesn't know anything about me, he just ends up saying my name wrong again and asks me to write it on the blackboard. Bottom middle looks like a boss in Yu-Gi-Oh! And that's my desired personality. Yeah, I totally see it.
Man, I'm a boss in Bakugan.
I'm a boss in Digimon. I do that and turn back to face the class feeling awkward. Also, that Digimon reference was a reference to Destin's stream, I think.
That Digimon reference was a reference to Digimon.
I'm gonna kill myself. I listen to the teacher as he drones about getting along while letting my gaze sweep across the classroom. This game is gonna take us forever.
It really is.
Everyone seems to be listening to him intently, and when he's done, they clap their hands again, which feels like a weird thing to do. Zerko says, I'm a boss in Duel Masters. What the heck is Duel Masters? The first row girl claps on this round, with her one hand against her other wrist that ends in a bandaged stump. Those windows are massive? Yeah, they really fucking are. Okay, I'm gonna look up Duel Masters. Duel Masters. It's a manga series. Zerko, are you...
Duel Masters.
Yes. Zerko, are you into manga? The first row girl, yeah, I already said that. It makes me feel a little bad. You suppose? How do you suppose that you are into manga? You either are into the Japanese cartoon picture books or you are not. It makes me feel a little bad. We're going to be doing some group work today, so that'll give you a chance to talk with everyone. Is that okay with you? Yeah, it's fine with me. But it's a card game. When I looked it up, it came up as a manga series, but I mean, okay. That's good. You can work with Hakamichi. She is the class representative. She can explain anything you want to know, and who else would be able to do that better, right? How could I know? I actually love that. That was an amazingly cheeky line of dialogue. The teacher passes out the day's assignments and announces that we will be working in groups of 3. This player character narrator seems very standoffish. And that's interesting because that's not really the case. As we see more of the player character's thoughts, he grows more warm, I guess you could say, to other people, right?
Yeah, definitely.
It hits me that I don't know who Hakamichi is. Slow. Ah yes, the player character is a retard. The teacher seems to catch my helpless expression. Oh right, Hakamichi is right there. Shizune Hakamichi. Oh, right. She's actually really cute. As he calls out her name...
Definitely me.
Yeah, this is the most off-to-sold looking girl in all of this game. I must say. As he calls out her name...
My hair is bright pink.
Yeah. And look at those curls.
My hair's curly.
The curls traveling down to her bust. As he calls out her name...
My curls are not that long. I'm very sad.
Your curls are not that long?
Yes. Will you yell at me if I get pink hair?
No, I would not. In fact, I will do you one better. If you were to get pink hair and to style it like she does, I would praise you.
Yes, but my hair is not very long.
You gotta grow it out, you fucking idiot.
That's what I'm doing, you fool.
Held a message for reason identity. Allow... Wait. If Sam gets pink hair, I'll call him a faggot? Yeah, I don't care if you use faggot. As he calls out her name, the cute, bubbly-looking girl with bright pink hair and gold eyes. Who in the world has golden eyes? Do you know anyone?
I do.
You do?
Yes.
Like, is it just really light brown, or is it like gold?
It's like
Shining
pudding.
with the brilliance of gold, like King Midas.
It's like, God, what is it? Like banana cream pudding.
Yes, that is definitely gold. I take a seat next to her by the window. Hey, I guess you are a Hakamichi, right? It's nice to meet you. What the fuck is this pose? Jesus
I really
Christ.
like it.
I take back
She got
everything.
eyes like the old surrogates roll.
Like the old surrogates rule?
Yeah.
I don't follow.
Piss yellow.
Ah, yes. Ha ha ha. What? I'm caught off guard by her laughter. It's nice to meet you too, but I'm not Hakamichi. I'm Misha. Oh, so this is Misha. Oh. Okay. This is Hakamichi. Shi-chan. Oh my god, I love this music. Giggling at me.
She starts giggling, and like she hears, and she's just like.
Speaking of music, how is the audio? Chat. I simply must know. I love this girl. She is cute. Why is her right breast like caved in, but like her left breast is like shooting out? Music is loud as F. Okay.
Turn the music down, my guy. Hurry! You're doing it too slow.
Is that better?
Yeah.
It looks like she has been staring at me this whole time. Breasts are asymmetrical, yes. She nods once, nonchalantly, to know that she acknowledges my presence, but only barely. Oh yeah, Zerko, we are not playing this game censored, just so you're aware. She has short yet carefully, neatly brushed hair, a pair of oval-shaped glasses balanced on the tip of a dainty nose, and dark blue eyes that seem to alternate every few seconds between analytical and slightly bored. That is me. This is a description of me.
Is it? You've got glasses?
No, I don't have glasses, but my eyes do change from analytical to bored. It's nice to meet you.
Those are your only two emotions.
Yes, analytical and bored. And as we all know, analytical is is the king of emotions. It is the most emotive one can be.
That is true.
She immediately looks at Misha, who smiles and makes a few quick gestures with her hands. Hakamichi nods and makes a few gestures of her own. I start to wonder if the teacher was messing with me, saying things like, "You'll be able to talk to people," and "Who better to explain things to you?"
They're explaining so many things.
Misha looks like she had bigger breasts, but Shizune, canonically the biggest bust out of the dateable girls. Is she really?
Why do you know this information off the top of your head?
Oh my god.
Like you actually had to look that up.
It's on the wiki?
Yeah, I know, exactly. That's the problem.
I can see you're a little confused, right? But I understand why you would think I was Shichan. So did you look that up just now, or did you know that from memory?
I'm pretty sure he knew that from memory, but
he knew.
Yeah.
He knew, and he is proud of his knowledge. Shichan is deaf, so I'm the person who translates things back and forth for her. I'm like an interpreter. What does it mean when the tilde is on the end of that word? Does it mean that, like, the end syllable is held out?
It means that it's said with, like, some amount of, like, I guess cheesiness to it. Like, I'm like an interpreter. She says it's nice to meet you, too.
Oh, okay.
Like, you give it, like, a bit of,
like it's comical.
Yes.
Like it's, dare I say, theatrically pedantic. Okay.
Yeah.
You're the new student, aren't you? No, wait. No, I'm a big-tittied liar. So you're Misha. You're the new student, aren't you? Oh, wait, Lily has the biggest bust? Yeah, that actually does ring a bell. I do remember seeing something along those lines. Maybe I'm just making something up. You're the new student, aren't you? Well, Shichan, of course he is. If he wasn't, he would have been standing up there for no reason, right? Right?
Yeah.
Misha looks at you with a weird expression, then continues. We don't know much about him, but maybe we'll find out later. It's foreshadowing. Wow. Wait, so it's Misha, then Shizune, then Lily. What? But you just said Lily has the biggest bust. So which one is it? Is it... Okay, whatever. Yes? Yes to Misha, then...
Oh my god.
Oh, smallest to biggest. Oh, okay, yeah, okay. Maybe I should have introduced myself after all. Anything would have given a better first impression than the teacher's drone and fumbling with my name. We knew there was going to be a new student, but we didn't know... What? But we didn't know you would be here today. Oh, okay. So soon. Hichan, right? Hichan? Ari says, be right back. Yep, it fits, doesn't it? Did I say it out loud? It's just a surprise. I've never liked that nickname. That we've officially gotten to the sludge of this game, where it's all dialogue, and it's just reading dialogue out loud forever and ever.
This game sucks. The worst game.
One of the devs stated that Misha's disability was a broken nail. It is unknown whether or not this is canon. Like, what, like broken nail? Like fucking fingernail? I don't really see how. Yes? Are you serious? That's incredible.
That's really good.
It fits. You look just like I imagined. Ellipses. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, you look just like a Hichan. What the fuck is a Hichan? Zerko, tell us what
You
a
don't know what a
Hechon is.
Hechon is?
No, do you know what a Hechon is?
That's besides the point, and I don't need to answer that question.
Right, my apologies. I wonder why everyone seems to think so. Ellipses. Hakamichi taps her fingers on the desk to get Misha's attention. They gesture back and forth to each other excitedly, their hands a blur. Perhaps they could be talking about whether or not they want to have sex with the player character. Misha seems a little overwhelmed. Ahaha. Sorry about that. They just take the first syllable and then add Chan to... Oh, okay. That makes sense. Okay. Shi-chan wants you to know that she's the class rep, so if there is anything you need to know, you can feel free to ask her. Ellipses. Do you like the school so far? We can show you around a little if you haven't had the time to walk around and, ellipses, familiarize, yourself with it. Arya's back. Misha stumbles with the hard word... I am the back. Misha stumbles with the hard word a bit. I am the front. Making it stick out in her otherwise fluid translation. Thanks, that would be pretty helpful. Yeah, I just kind of came straight to class today. Oh, oops, I thought you were destined. Sorry, Ari. LOL.
You dummy. You looking like a fool.
What is a spiralizer? Ellipses. Ha ha ha. That's no good. Did you ever romance these girls, Sam?
Yeah.
Did you really?
No.
How many times did you play this game?
I played through it once.
Zerko says that he did all of them. No shame. Specifically...
I played through it once, and I did the Lily.
Did you get the good ending on Lily?
No, I didn't.
Of course you didn't. Okay. Yeah, every time I play through this game, I do Lily, because I just like her that much. That's no good. You should always try to learn as much as you can about where you're going before you go there. Disagree. Then life would be boring. I mean, life already is boring, but then it would be just a fucking slog to get through. Just take all the adventure out of life.
Who needs adventure when you have vegetable spirals?
I think we all know Misha's quote-unquote real disability. I don't know what you mean by that.
It's her golden eyes.
It's her piss yellow eyes. Okay. Not just with school either. Always, even if it's a trip to the convenience store. Really, Shi-chan? Ha ha ha. Learn about where you're going? I guess I didn't bother to do that, or just didn't care enough to do so. So immediately, Shi-chan has outed herself as a non-desirable mate. Because I disagree with her life's philosophy, so we will not be going with Shi-chan. I didn't look forward to this.
I'll only go with Sheep-chan. I like my women to be goats.
Ah, yes. Much like the Iraqis, I too long to mate with goats. I didn't look forward to this, even if I committed myself to go along with it half-assedly, but anyway. I don't say anything, and Misha signs something that ends in a shrug. What was that? It seems like it was about me. Ah, yes. And now they both out themselves as pricks, as people that talk about people behind that person's back. So now immediately they are They are non-desirable mates. We will not be going with either of them. Want to join the student council? No, I'm not gonna join the student council. I feel like slumping over in my seat. Both of them are smiling, but that shrug hit me unexpectedly deeply. You look down. Are you okay? Ellipses. Breaks down your door. Want to join the student council? Yeah, don't they like force you to do a day of student council work later in the...
Yeah.
Yeah, ellipses. Don't take it the wrong way, please. I hate it when people are afraid to ask questions. That's how people learn things, by asking. Asking for help is perfectly normal, as much as needing help. Stop looking like you just failed a test. Wah ha ha ha. God, she laughs like fucking Wario.
That's her disease. The yellow is indicative of that she was Wario in a different life.
Yes, it is slowly corrupting her. It started with her eyes. It moved on to her laugh. What's next? Her fucking nose. She'll have a Wario nose on that fucking face. Alright, ellipses. And another thing. Oh, so I think, like, every time it ellipses is when Shi-chan is doing sign language to Misha. Is that what I'm supposed to extrapolate, given the context? And another thing, you don't have to call Shi-chan something so formal like Hakamachi or class rep all the time. Just call her Shi-chan. Okay. Ellipses. Ahaha. Okay, maybe that's too casual. Maybe Shizune would be more appropriate. Ellipses. That or the ellipses is a segue to another conversation / thought. Yeah, that would make sense as well. Yep, Shizune is fine. Though I think that given the it doesn't make sense for Misha to say that Shizuna is fine out of nowhere. I think it makes more sense that like Shizune is signing Misha that she is fine, and I don't fucking know. Okay, that would be a lot easier for me. If it happens to other girls and not just these two, yeah. I feel a lot more at ease. Both of them seem so friendly, so I feel like an idiot for being so apprehensive earlier, especially about Shizune, who I assumed would be all business. But she kind of is all business. At least that's the impression I've got about her from my playthroughs of this game. Well, she still seems like that, just less so, I guess. She is all business.
I was doing some tea.
Okay. My phone refuses to let me watch Twitch TV on my mobile phone, so I have switched it to my computer PC device. Ah, yes. For real, Zerkas? Oh, okay. So she is all business. Glad to have you back, Wind Shield Snatch, aka Destin, aka Creama Soda. Huh? Oh right, we haven't even touched the assignment. We should start work now or Shi-chan will get mad. The assignment is also kind of long, so we should start now if we want to finish it before the end of class. Wahaha. Wahaha. That too. Ellipses. Shizune glares at the two of us impatiently. I don't need to know sign language to understand that. Okay, I get the message. Ellipses. After class, we can take a walk around the grounds together. What the fuck? I skipped that. The assignment is actually very challenging to get through, combining aspects of... What? Combining aspects of being both difficult and unnecessarily long. This... I get...
That's a couple clauses.
That is a... This is just a poorly written sentence.
Yeah.
It's like, difficult implies challenging and unnecessarily long. What? Also, why are we doing Lily? Was it like a choice or
Lily
a coin
is the
flip?
best.
We are doing Lily because I love Lily, and I go Lily route every time I play this game. Why? Who do you want us to go with, Azurko? I am here, I am cleansed, I am ready to chat. Ah, yes, finally, the chatting I have been longing for. Kenji? The assignment is actually very challenging to... Oh yeah, this sentence is terrible. I won't... Yeah. Still, we finish it a few minutes earlier than anyone else in the class, despite our late start. Shizune and Misha are really capable. They're quite different, though. The class rep is as calm and professional as she looks, while Misha is a lot more playful and girlish. So basically, their personalities are exactly what you would expect given their appearances. Okay. Not to mention a little more easily distracted. To be honest, the two of them did most of the work. I feel guilty about that.
I feel guilty too. I should have been doing the work.
I was just about to ask you that, Samuel.
It's too late.
No, it is never too... It's not too late. It's never too late. I feel like those are 3 days grace lyrics. I was gonna ask you about guilt. Is guilt something that you can feel as a schizophrenic?
It's probably something that like I could feel. I just don't.
Right, naturally.
Yeah. I don't believe in guilt. I think it's dumb.
I see. Why is that?
I mean, things you do, you did. They happened. Move
Yeah.
on from it.
Things are things, and people are people, and things happen to people, so why should I... Yeah, you get what I mean.
Everything's gonna look dumb if you look at it in retrospective.
Yeah.
So why feel any sort of, like, ashamedness over it?
Two freakazoids play anime, PogChamp.
Man, he out here pog champing.
Poggers. Okay, the clock tower bells ring, signaling the end of the period. Time for lunch. Without knowing what else to do, I follow Misha, who is beckoning me into the hallway and down the stairs. We descend even below the lobby where I met Muto, down to the bottom floor. Just like everything in this school, the cafeteria seems too spacious and oddly modern in contrast to the classic exterior. Its big windows open to the courtyard towards the main gate.
That is far too big of a cafeteria. I don't believe it.
Actually. I think Muto likes you. Why would you say that? Why would you speak these words to me? Windshield Snatch asks, can you date? When did she won Luigi? We will be getting into that eventually on one of these streams, I imagine. If not this stream, surely one of them. It's the cafeteria, says Misha. Her enthusiastic statement of the obvious makes people around us stare, but Misha doesn't seem to care, so we proceed to the line. There is a rather long list of menu options, which seems great until I realized that many of them are to accommodate students who need special diets. You know, thinking about it, Sam, are you there?
Yes, I am here.
One thing that I really don't like about Lily is that, like, she is a nepotist. You know?
I forgot what nepotist means, so I'm gonna
Nepotist. Okay, yeah, just Google search nepotism. How nice. It almost feels like I'm back at the hospital, eating portions measured with scientific precision to meet the needs of the patients. Did you look it up?
Yeah. Yeah, I remembered what it was, like, halfway through looking it up.
Yeah, so she is a nepotist. Will that steer us in another direction? I wonder. I pick something at random and follow Shizune to a table sitting opposite of her. As I nibble indifferently at the food I'd rather not eat. Misha pokes me in the side to get my attention and points to Shizune. Zerko asks, how is the food at your hospital? You mean like in real life? Like when I stayed at the hospital? The mental hospital? I mean, I feel like I'm the worst person to ask that, since I feel like all food kind of tastes the same. I've gone on about that before on Destin's streams, but
my hospital food was fantastic.
Was it good, awful, or was it just like okay? It was just okay. Like, it was edible. I ate it to survive, much like I eat anything else to survive, right? As I nibble indifferently at the food I'd rather not eat, Misha pokes me in the side to get my attention and points to Shizune. But that actually does... What was this amazing hospital food? Yeah, my dad is storming around and being pissed. There was one meal that we would have weekly that was amazing. It was like these... like chicken nuggets or something, but like it was really good. They were really good chicken nuggets and chicken tenders. Like at least a 7 out of 10, which I feel like is saying something coming from me.
That is definitely saying something.
Why is your... Wait. What was more for I think he means to say that was more for Kobold. Ellipses. I don't understand signs, so the point escapes me. The chicken tenders at the hospital were so good that I went out and found them at the store. Cause he said he had amazing hospital food? No, that was Sam that said he had amazing hospital food. I just think that everything kind of tastes the same.
Yeah, that was me.
I don't understand signs, so the point escapes me. Maybe
they have,
look
like what is it? Like chicken fried steak. That's what it was.
Oh, when I was doing the outpatient program, we had chicken fried steak like once every other week, I want to say, and that was okay. It was edible. They put like gravy on top of it, and it was. Now you've got me thinking about my stay at mental hospitals. Chicken fried steak is good. Yeah, the chicken fried steak they served at the hospital was okay. Oh my bad? Why are you saying oh my bad? Do you want to talk about that now, Sam? Yeah, that's fine. It's because you're thinking about the hospital. Yeah, that's okay. It's just I wanted to get into it eventually. Not right now.
Yeah, not this stream.
Okay, that's fair. I mean, Zerko, you don't have to apologize for anything. It's like I'm not gonna get offended by anything you say. Maybe looking at a person who quote unquote talks to you is proper and polite. Do you want to know something? What? About anything. We're your guides that show you, so you should ask if there is something. I wonder. We're gonna ask about the library. Or wait. Yeah, let's ask about the library. Oh yeah, is there a library? Yeah. Oh yeah, is there a library in the school? Lately, I've gotten into reading a lot, so I'd like to check it out. Misha gives the kind of frown that makes it clear she doesn't consider reading a healthy hobby, but then picks up her smile again.
That's a very, very specific frown.
Yeah, that is like... I would be hard pressed to pin down that specific of a frown on another person in real life. There is. It's... How would you rate your hospital shifts? Wait, what? Hospital shits? Okay. There is. It's in the second floor. We can show it to you sometime. Thanks. I return to my food while the girls talk between themselves. Misha and Shizune sign back and forth very animatedly. There had to be a better way to write that. Throwing sideways glances at me, but Misha refrains from translating. Maybe they are talking about secret girl stuff or something. Ellipses.
I am.
This is where I come out as a girl. I am really a girl. I quickly notice a conversation and sign is not enough to feel silent. I knew C-Slick would respond to that. She says, I'm secretly girl stuff. Okay. We arrive in the classroom early, but we're not the first. The dark thinking face, she says. That dark-haired girl I noticed before is slumped over her desk at the last row. She jumps a little when Misha crashes into the room with the elegance of a rhinoceros. Hanako is a good girl, says Azurko. Yeah, she seems really nice. Oh, I like this little detail on her arm, the scarring. That's a really cool detail. She shrinks deeper into her seat. I can feel her tension all the way from here, as if she were slowly turning into stone just from our presence. Misha and Shizune don't notice or don't mind it as they walk directly past her to their seats and begin to converse. I'm left wondering about her even when the classroom slowly fills with other students and finally the teacher. Ah yes, the foreshadowing that she is a dateable character. Getting into the rhythm of school feels strange, semicolon. It's as if my brain remembers how this is done, but my body doesn't. Towards the end of the class, I start yawning and counting the minutes left. I shouldn't be this tired on my first day of school. Is the text...
The text is not Comic Sans. Though I wish it was.
I wish it was Sans Undertale. Maybe it's the long time spent in the hospital that made me like this. I'm even feeling physically weak and lifeless. Oh, it's almost as if he has fucking arrhythmia, bro. Before long, the final bell rings. It is its own text. Okay. School is finally over for the day. Beside me, Misha and Shizune are having a short conversation. After a bit of deliberation, Misha turns to me. Ellipses.
What did Misha say? Misha says... What?
What?
They come over, they look you in the eyes, and they're like, sorry, we can't hang out with you, and then they leave.
Unfortunately, we can't stay and show you around today, Hee-chan. We've got to hurry already, since there is a lot of work for us to do. You might as well tell him to piss off. Ellipses. You'll find your way around here, I'm sure of it. Ah, wait, the teacher said I'd have to see the nurse. Where do I have to go? Is that so? We can at least show you that much. Oh my god, these fucking liars, dude. All she thinks about is her duty. Come on.
Her duty is,
Her duty is class representative. If it's not something a class representative is in charge of doing, then I want nothing to do with you, Hee-chan. Come on, the nurses have their own building.
I don't want anything to do with her.
Yeah, so we have to go outside. We join the flow of students making their way down the stairwell and outside, with the girls pointing out other senior classrooms in the same hallway as ours. When we get outside, the girls make their way to the smaller building right next to the school. It's built in the same style, so it looks like it's actually a part of the main building. Ellipses. This is the auxiliary building here. There's a lot of official and important stuff inside, like the Yamaku Foundation office and all the nurses' offices. They even have a swimming pool. How is that official? Ellipses. Don't be silly, Hee-chan. It's for physical therapy, of course. Anyway, all the nursing staff facilities are in there too. The head nurse's... Oh my god. The head nurse's office is on the first floor. You'll be fine from here, right? We'll be going then. See you tomorrow. Yeah, thanks, bye. A whole building for stuff that has nothing to do with the actual education? I mean, has this guy never visited a fucking college in his life? I guess it's necessary for a place like this. You've never visited a college in your life?
I barely know what a college is.
Are you going?
I do know this hallway, though.
Are you going to go to college, Samuel?
I am going to go to college.
Where are you going to go to college, Samuel?
Right now, I'm thinking community college, actually.
Really?
Yeah. They're very, very, very cheap. And if there's one thing I like, it's cheap things.
Cheapness is goodness. I walk in, hoping that this really will be only a quick visit like the teacher says. Zerko says, yeah, Hee-chan, how does your dumb brain not know about official swimming pools?
That's actually what OSTLD stands for, is official swimming pool.
Ah, yes. It would be interesting if there were Well, I was just about to say it would be interesting if there was like there were sports in this, but then I just remembered there literally is. There is running in this. On a white door on the left is a green cross with the text head nurse and a nameplate. Oh, that reminds me. I actually have done that running girl. I have done her route once. A voice from the
Wow.
Yes, I have. A voice from the inside responds to my knock almost immediately, but I can't quite make it out. It sounds a bit like an invitation to open the door, so I invite myself further in. Oh my god, that opening the door sound effect was just cream of the crop, 10 out of 10, golden. The room is not large and it smells strange. A friendly-looking man turns around on his office chair to face me as I enter. His desk is neat and tidy, but the bin under the table is overflowing with used medical utensils, and there are at least a dozen coffee cup rings lingering on the desk. Smiling man says, "Hello there, what can I do for you today?" He is young looking and sort of rugged. Let me ask you this, Samuel. Does this man look rugged to you?
Very. Look at how wrinkled that shirt is.
I would disagree. I would be very hard pressed to call this man rugged. When I think of
anyone who isn't me rugged.
He looks like a bitch. When I think of the word rugged, I think ton like streetwear, biker, motorcycle gang-esque man eating pork straight from the pig kind of person. But the dimples in his cheeks wash that impression away when he smiles. He looks like the one dad from Rugrats.
Tommy, go to your room.
Webster defined rugged as very rug-like. Are you the nurse? Who? I'm not even gonna ask. Okay, I am gonna ask that. Have you ever seen a person say the word in real life?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
I've heard myself.
Ah, yes. He smiles like a person who has heard this very same question hundreds of times. What? That is an oddly specific smile. The oddly specific descriptions of smiles and frowns are worrying me. Why, yes, I am.
I was wrong. He is an anti-schizoid. He knows exactly what emotion everyone is implying at every point in the day just by being...
Yes, perhaps I am overthinking it. I don't think so, though. So far, this game is the holy grail of trash. Why, yes, I am. It says so on the door, no? You can call me by my name or just the nurse, like everyone else. Of course, I shake off my confusion, realize I probably should grab his extended hand. His handshake is rather firm and friendly. How can a handshake be firm and friendly at the same time? I long to experience a handshake such as this.
I'm friendly and firm.
Right, ellipses. I'm a new student, and my homeroom teacher told me to come and meet you. My name is Hiseo Nakai. His eyes light up with revelation, and he snaps his fingers. Oh, you're that Nakai. That in capital letters. I was just reading your file in the morning. Windshield snatch says
I
firm.
am the definition of soft and hard.
Much like a penis, I too am soft and hard.
That was the joke, you fool.
Yes, I just felt the need to explain it, I guess. Windshield snatch says any good handshake is both firm and friendly. How would you... Windshield snatch, if you were to shake my hand right now, how would you demonstrate that you are trying to be both firm and friendly? Can you explain that to me? Some kind of chronic arrhythmia and related congenital heart muscle deficiency, right? He gestures me to sit down in a vacant armchair in front of his desk. Yes. Good. Well, you've probably been briefed about the school enough, so I'll just go over this quickly. Holy shit! We have now been streaming for 2 hours. We have 1 hour to go. The best handshakes are the ones that nearly break your hand. I like the pain. Tight squeeze, eye contact, and big smile. Cute, dumb loser with. Okay. A good handshake is firm enough to show you care and gentle enough that you don't try to break someone's hand to prove how manly you are. I look forward to when I move to Michigan, you demonstrating this. We have all kinds of facilities available, mostly physical therapy and such. There's always someone from my staff around, even at night, so never hesitate to call us if there is a problem. The famous 24-hour nursing staff. Wow, this is like a hospital. Well, not exactly. For instance, we don't do brain surgery here. His joke feels so out of place that I'm left thinking why he even said it. I thought it was a good joke.
Literally every time I shake someone's hand for the first time, they always comment on how soft my hands are. And I mean 100% of the time. They say, "Oh my god, your hand is soft." And I'm like, yep.
Oh my god, your
and
hand
cry.
is a soft.
That's exactly what they say. You can ask cutest sociopath and C-Slick.
Have you shaken C-Slick's hand? Do you moisturize
I do
your
not
sands?
moisturize my hands. I should, like, anti-moisturize my hands. They're already too, like, clammy. I have just really naturally soft hands. It's a problem.
What do you think? Do you think it's a gene that gives you soft-handedness?
It definitely isn't a gene because it's, like, not in my family or anything. It's just me.
Windshield Snatch says, I'm a pussy bitch boy. I can't shake your hand well. Talk to a friendly cop and end the combo with a nice handshake and you'll get what I'm talking about.
Zerko, you should come here just to feel my hands, and then you should go back to Algeria.
I would rather die than to ever interact with a narc. Nice try, Windshield Snatch. Yeah, ellipses. Just that it's really weird to have so many medical people at a school. You'll get used to it. I'm not so sure of that myself, but I don't let the nurse know it. Now, let me just find your file again. While he searches for something from his computer and shuffles stacks of paper around, I let my gaze wander around the room. It's the epitome of generic, I'd like to say. Beige walls and ceiling, dark gray laminate flooring, and all the equipment you'd expect from a school nurse's office.
Yeah, that's exactly what I expect from the nurse's office. It's the beige walls, because it's the beige walls, it's the beige...
Cops are my favorite fry Wait, cops are my favorite. Fry them like bacon. I see what you did there.
Favorite.
I see what you did
bacon.
there. We have been floating around to 9 viewers. Do you think we will break the proverbial 10th viewer mark on this stream?
No, I don't.
No,
think
you don't
we
think
will.
so? Okay.
I think we'd have to be playing Pig Destroyer in order to do.
More like Narc Destroyer.
That was
Oh
really-
my god, we got a 10th person.
That's so sad.
I'm crying. Even the play Pig Destroyer and you'll get 11. Yes. The quintessential 9/11 joke. Even the ridiculous educational posters are hanging on all 4 walls, reminding me to eat properly 3 times a day and from all the food groups. I really hope someone didn't just open their phone and is watching on 2 devices now. Smiling at the nurse. I need to work in 30 minutes and nobody even let me talk about
Literally, no one stopped you from talking about relationship dynamic.
I was literally waiting.
Entirely you.
Was literally waiting the entire stream for you to talk about relationships, but you chose not to.
Gaming is part of the relationship dynamic. We're not gonna, like, stop the stream.
Also, I imagine it will be much easier to talk about relationship dynamics, like, when there is actually relationship-esque stuff going on, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
Because there is a lot of stuff to unpack, and a lot of things that I want to get into. The streamer chatter conversational dynamic is not a good mode of communication. Yeah, I agree with that, but it's the best we've got, and it's better than not having it at all. I mean, just look at our YouTube videos. We don't have that shit on our YouTube videos.
Yeah.
Streamer chatter is the best form of communication? I don't know about that. Smiling at the nurse draws a thick file from a stack of similarly thick files and opens it. So you already have medication for the arrhythmia. Just remember to take your pills every morning and evening or it won't be much help. Apart from that, do you do any sports? Rash of stuff like, I don't know, boxing? He grins to his own joke, but I don't. I'm sorry, what?
I box people daily.
Speaking of boxing, I am starting Fight Club this week.
The book?
Yes, the book. For my online class. I've never read it before. I've only seen parts of the film. So I am looking forward to getting into it. Well, I played soccer occasionally with some classmates. Alright, I'm afraid I'm going to have to recommend you refrain from doing that, at least for the time being. Oh. My lack of reaction makes him raise an eyebrow. Wow, lack of reaction? It's almost as if he is, dare I say, schizoid? But really, I'm not too bothered by him forbidding me to kick a ball around. I guess I never did it out of burning passion for the sport, just to have something to do. Any kind of concussion might be very dangerous to your heart, and risking another attack is not a good idea. Okay. Any kind of concussion might be... Yeah. Was the previous one caused by a sudden concussion to the chest area? There is no mention of the cause in your papers. Not exactly. I sidestepped the question acceptably, and he glances at me over his papers, with a more serious expression on his face. New color, new me, says sold.
It's off-sold, you idiot.
God, I fucked it up. I'm sorry. I really am sorry. Please forgive me.
It's okay. I forgive you.
Oh, thank you. Still, you need to keep your body healthy, so some exercise would do you good. We have physical therapy and such available, as I said, but I don't think you really need such heavy measures. Just get some light exercise regularly. Brisk walks, or even light jogging, jump rope, that sort of thing. Swimming, maybe? There's a pool here. So I was told. You were? Very good. At any rate, and I'm sure you've been told this before, you just need to take care not to overexert yourself. Do you exercise, Samuel?
Very often.
Very often, you say.
I'm a big exercising fan.
Give me a rundown on your exercising regimen.
Right now, like, I just do, like, stuff in my room. Like,
Yes, I do stuff in my
sit-ups.
room as well. Like sit-ups? Okay.
Yeah, push-ups. Like, that kind of stuff.
Okay.
I want to get back into going to the gym.
Cecilic says that she lifts and moves boxes at work, I mean. 50 backflips every morning. Yes. He wags his... I don't exercise. I think to myself every day about how I need to be exercising, but, like... Yeah, I just don't.
I'm gonna start, like, never streaming with you until you've done your morning time of pull-ups.
Are you gonna call the narc? Are you gonna call the gym narcs on me?
I already called the gym narcs on.
Oh my fucking god, Samuel, why would you do that?
I don't associate with people who don't exercise every day.
I'm sorry. Really, I'm unbelievably sorry. He wags his finger to emphasize the point. No need, really. I've heard this 1,000 times already. Absolutely no unnecessary risks. Take care of yourself. Okay. He goes over my papers one more time and sets them on the desk, obviously content. Good, that's it then. Come meet me if you ever need something. I'm ushered out before I even realize it. A quick visit indeed. I end up staying in front of the main building and the auxiliary building, although to my eyes they still look one and the same. It's the first real look I get at the other students, so I watch people coming out of the school, going towards the gate. Ah yes, the pompous gate, or the dorms. Everyone seems to know where they are going, and I still keep thinking that most of them don't look too special for being students at a special school. Then again, neither do I. Does that make me one of them? One of us? Ellipses. I should go somewhere too, to prevent me from getting lost. It's around dinner time, but I feel tired instead of hungry. The wariness in me only grows as I trudge through the dorms, set a little way apart from the main building complex. You know, this should be the last time we ever play this game. Or a game like this, I mean. A visual novel. There's just so much shit I gotta read, and we can't focus on the main appeal that is our channel, I feel like.
That's exactly why I hate games that have story.
Yeah.
Like, not to say that I hate this game, because I do really like it, but I would have loved it a lot more if it was a book.
Yeah. Or like a choose your own...
to play.
Please play Lost in the Woods. What is Lost in the Woods?
I don't know.
Did he mean to say Night in the Woods? Because that is a game that we do plan on getting to.
Night in the Woods is also a really, really text-based game.
A book would be pretty big. Yeah, Night in the Woods. Yeah. We will probably get to Night in the Woods very soon, I would imagine.
That probably won't be me on Night in the Woods.
Oh, you don't think so?
Nah.
You're not into it?
I mean, it's fine.
Does it remind you of a certain someone that you are not interested in?
Oh no, it's not that.
Okay.
I don't care about things like that. I still play Quake 3 even though all I can think of during it is JTAL.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's mostly just like it's not my kind
Yeah, I get that. But
super light gameplay.
yeah, I just feel like does the chat, what does the chat think of this? I'm curious because like this I feel like this session is missing like the whole conversational podcast-esque dynamic that we pride ourselves on.
Yeah, I just don't think this game is very good for that.
Yeah, that's fair. Dez says that he likes this stream. Okay. What do you like about it? I bet you would be hard-pressed to tell us that. There is a garden of sorts between the school and the dorms. Shrubbery, flowers, and that overbearing... God, that... Garden, shrubbery, flowers, that seemed like a sentence that I would craft. Shrubbery, flowers, and that overbearing smell of fresh-cut grass that fills the atmosphere. If I was streaming this game, I'd skip all the text, not gonna lie. The conversational aspect isn't as present because engaging with the novel requires more communicative attention, in my opinion. I like this, but you teased a relationship talk, and I'm sad that it's not happening. Basically, it's hard to talk when you gotta read shit. Okay, so what if we just eschew... Zerka says, it's one of my favorite stories and the topics I would be excited for.
As far as the relationship thing goes, I think that is still definitely gonna happen.
Yeah, it will. We will absolutely get to it. Yes. But what if we just eschew the whole reading of the text, and then I just click at a pace that is acceptable? Like,
I think that's a good idea.
And then we can just talk about what we really want to talk about. But also, Cecilic has to go soon, I think. So we might.
Yeah.
So
we don't have to talk about. We could talk about other things.
Right. I don't like looking at the screen, so I'm not reading the text. Yeah, I don't... People that watch us for our content, I think, are people that don't look at the screen and just listen to us in the background. So, yeah.
Our voices are fantastic.
Phanotastic. Okay. So do you just want to stop reading? Well, what about... I don't know. I'm conflicted because I feel like we should end this stream by just doing what we've been doing and then starting the new style... Wait. What? Achievement completed. Who watches the watchers? What is that? We just got an achievement. Reach 3 average viewers in the last 30 days. Wow. Okay. Anyway. Yeah, I feel like we should just... What do you think we should do, Sam?
I think we should just, like, mostly just not care that much about the text until it picks up.
Okay. Like, okay, how about this? We can just talk about whatever... Holy shit, you're actually going to be monetized soon, Phano? There actually was an effort to dub this, but it was quickly disbanded for unknown reasons. Yeah, I can see why. Yeah, maybe. We might be monetized soon. That's actually pretty cool. How about we just talk about whatever we want to talk about, and then we can, like, once something is relevant, or we can, like, know, we can dive off of something the text says when we want to.
Exactly that.
Exactly that, Samuel says. Okay. So are we going to talk about relationship dynamics?
I'd say wait on that until we have Cecil here fully.
I agree. She's going to leave in like 10 minutes, right? So it wouldn't make sense to get into that right now, I imagine. But what have you been up to? We did talk a lot about our collaborations.
Yes. You want to go more into detail about collaborations?
Always, but
I think that's a good idea.
Yes. Cecily says I'm gone in 10 minutes. Yeah. If I didn't have such shitty service at work, I'd try to keep engaging. I apologize, C-Slick. I know that you and I have been wanting to have a conversation about relationships for a while now, and we didn't get onto it. We didn't get to it this stream, but next stream we should make it a point to get to that. Yeah.
So I think because we have this audience of like 50 people who don't regularly watch Phanopoeia, we should go into detail about some of the things that we've discussed in some of the videos, like Doomsayer.
Oh, baby!
The basis of Aphids, Kobold Aphids.
Sorry, stretching. Yes, Kobold Aphids. By the way, before you end the stream, you should definitely raid me. If you tell me how to raid streams, then I will raid you, sure. Hello, is anyone... Oh, yeah, we're not doing that. Okay, well, should I... Oh my god, it's this guy.
Oh my god, it's Ari.
My issue is I work a lot better as the response part within call and response questioning. I'm of course still really happy to talk about the relationship thing, but I haven't brought it up because I work a lot better with it when someone introduces a topic to me.
I'll definitely keep that in mind for next time we talk.
You just put /raid windshield snatch in your chat box. Okay. We'll do that when... Who's this Harry... Oh, man. This guy is amazing. I specifically remember this line of dialogue that says his breath stinks of garlic. Anyway, yeah, so what, you want to use this as like a platform to shill ourselves now that we have a whopping 8 people currently watching?
Oh yeah, we definitely should.
Okay, go for it.
So, do you want to go into Doomsayer first, or just jump straight into Kobold Ape?
Oh, God, why are you making me decide? Doomsayer...
No, I was giving you a decision.
Doomsayer, the end is coming. June 20th, 2020. It's gonna be made with reel-to-reel, on tape, all analog, baby. Dark ambient, wall of sound, ambient wall, drone, tape experimentation. If you know anything about tape experimentation, I will be burying and exhuming and crinkling and cutting up the tape to hell and back. art from Sarah Bogosh at Bad Ponies Illustrations. Yeah, that's the point. It's because I don't really like promoting myself, so I'm doing a terrible job.
That's why I gave you the option.
Um.
Alright,
Yeah,
Cobalt
Cobalt
Apits. So Cobalt Apits is an idea that was brought up between him and I, which was basically just the shared idea that we both wanted to collaborate in some way, and we both wanted to make art, and we had very aligned trajectories of where we want to go with things. So, yeah, so some of the ideas that we're planning on going over are, I mean, just like a lot of things he said with tape experimentation, but we also plan on combining like different
Goodbye, Cease.
yeah,
Thank you
goodbye,
very
Cease.
much for joining the stream. I hope you liked it.
different traditionally classical ideas such as like grandois compositions, and we're combining that with emo sensibilities and sort of art poppy stuff, as you could see in like Agi or Wolf Eyes, and
Or foxing, kind of, maybe?
foxing. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. And we both wanted to do these things, and we decided that we wanted to do them together. And as this has gone on, we've come up with a lot more ideas, and I don't want to go over all of them because that
No,
would
let's
just be
go
this
over
thing
all of
thing.
them.
That would just be thing after thing after thing, and that wouldn't really be that interesting to
Yeah.
listen to.
Yeah.
So, it's N. Is that just
You cut out.
my stream is lagging or something? It just says it's N. But anyway,
okay.
So yes, we both plan on doing some work together, and some of the things that I'm really looking forward to doing are combining like pretty, I don't want to say opposing because we do like a lot of the same things, but
opposing like
opposing creation styles. I guess.
I think the thing that you and I were drawn to each other for was that like we had these ideas of combining seemingly opposing genres, right? Like
Yeah.
like how the hell are you gonna combine like symphonic orchestra with emo? And I feel like those are the ideas that I am most interested in pursuing with Sam.
And I do want to say for a lot of the audience that isn't really familiar with like the rate your music, the music community definition of emo as opposed to like the popular definition. When we say emo, we're more referring to the math rocky
Midwestern sort of stuff.
Yes. Similar in vein, I guess, to TTNG. I guess that would be a pretty popular example.
I mean, like I mentioned earlier, foxing. I think that would be the biggest influence on my emotive work personally.
Yes. Yeah. And
did I tell you that I took a guitar lesson from Eric?
You did. Do you want to go over that story with the audience?
I mean, it's not much of a story. Like, I used to follow him on Twitter, and he was like... Oh, and one day he was streaming to Twitch, so I watched it. And I asked him about doing guitar lessons with him, and he said that he does do them. He does indeed do guitar lessons, so we just set it up, you know? Mm-hmm. Not much of a story to it. I never got back to him about doing a second lesson because I realized that I'm just not going to I'm not really worried about actually getting good at guitar.
Yeah. You're just not going to be doing that sort of technical.
Yeah, like
you're not going to be the one who's playing guitar, doing the tapping and.
Yeah, like Daijiro Nakagawa is a massive influence. For me, it would be insane if I could play guitar like Daijiro Nakagawa, but I'm just not gonna put in that level of effort and that many years of effort in order to do that. I'm more of like as a tape musician, I'm more interested in working with acoustic instruments and then you know what I mean. Like I'm a tape musician.
Shoegazing it, applying electric sounds to it.
Yeah, like like literally electroacoustic. Yeah.
Yes.
But
I'm trying to phrase things in more of a way that is easily digestible by people who are not familiar with terminology such as electroacoustic.
Right. But yeah, I'm really interested in like sound collage and music concrete, electroacoustic.
And those are all
modern
things that
classical.
have amounts of background in.
Yes.
What was I about to say? Oh yeah. I love the idea of having like one guitar that's actually doing the guitar line and like traditional guitar line, and then the other guitar is just sort of soundscaping, and then they pair together.
We could do that.
Yes.
That was a genuine, bona fide reaction from me. We could do that. We haven't talked about doing that. I mean, like,
I just sort of held on to that from Surrogates, because that was one of the things that we had planned on doing there was...
Was it really? Oh, yeah, because I was going to do, like, the soundscape stuff, and then someone else was going to be, like, rhythm guitar or something, right?
Yeah, that was Owen.
Right.
Because Owen had to be the guitarist there, even though I was, still am, and always have been a much better guitarist. There was a big amount of nepotism there. So
yeah,
Owen...
there was a big amount of nepotism there, but also I think that it's just like Owen's just not interested in playing anything else. So like if he's not the guitarist,
yeah, that was another one of the problems. And that was something that I was always just a bit like okay about. Like, I was the most like multi-instrumental of the group, which meant that I was the one who was playing the racket instruments.
Right. Yeah.
Like what is it? The contact microphone on a metal board kind of
thing. Yeah. Did I tell you that yesterday I bought a $600 microphone?
I saw that on your Twitter account.
Ah, yes. So I've been looking for these microphones for a while now, but it was called, let me go to my Twitter post so I remember the exact name. It was like Gefell M70. Let me see. Just ordered a Neumann Gefell MV692 M70 condenser microphone. I've been wanting this microphone ever since I saw Heinbach use it. And it just sounded beautiful. The way it conveyed the piano he was recording.
Yeah.
So yes, I officially am an owner of a vintage East German condenser microphone. Very interesting history it has. I don't know much about its history, but like it's really cool. I like it a lot. But yeah, like condenser mic hype, yes. So I've been a huge fan of the Royer microphones, which are ribbon microphones. So working with a condenser microphone will be new territory for me.
I'm a big fan of both and the uses of them.
Are you now? Oh shit, that reminds me that now I can use 2 microphones on Doomsayer.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I saw that. Very excited for that.
Yes. Yes. I have a Shure SM58, but like that microphone kind of bores me. Didn't you just get one of those?
Yeah. It's a regular microphone.
Like it's really good. It just has like it's just kind of flat. Like it doesn't feel lifelike to me. It doesn't have any, like, not that I want
a very like vanilla microphone.
Exactly. Yeah, like, and not to say that it makes me happy when Cobalt is bored. What do you mean by that? What was I gonna say? But yeah, it's not that I and it's not that I favor a microphone having any sort of coloration, but I don't know, the SM58 is just like, I don't know, just sounds like flat to me, if that makes sense to you.
Yeah, that's part of my appeal with it, because I like a microphone to give me a very like a flat, basic, no strings attached tone.
Really?
And then with that, I can work off of that.
Okay, yeah. I want microphones that will like capture like, and I feel like the Royer microphone I have does this very well. I want microphones that like capture the rich textures of what I'm trying to convey, and then like add the like a dark coloration kind of.
Yeah.
Cobalt has high expectations and is very abrasive when something is not to his standards. Yes, this is true.
The whole mentioning surrogates reminded me of really the problem that I had and have with what seems like will be future endeavors with the group, which is ideas. Way too many ideas.
Yeah, I mean, but you and I just shit out ideas like left and right, so.
Yeah, but we actually act upon our ideas.
That is true.
There were a lot of like, this is what we're going to do. This is, and they were good ideas.
Oh yeah, Surrogates had a lot of great ideas, but like, I feel like
nothing did, and probably nothing will come of it.
Do you think Vacant Lights is gonna take off?
I really have so little information on Vacant Lights as a group that it's hard to judge it. Like, I have ideas. I have an idea of what its style would be, but it entirely depends on how dedicated they are to it and how much effort they're actually putting forth to it. And just from what it seemed in the past, that pairing of people don't pull off.
Right. Yeah, I don't know, but my experience from working with Beatrice firsthand has been that like she's whatever she works on You know, like whatever she tries to put effort into is something that she's eventually gonna get bored of and then abandon.
Yeah. But I don't think it was mostly just like Beatrice as the problem.
But yeah, I wasn't at all saying it was I was not at all in a place where I could act on the ideas that we were having, which I think played a huge role. Like, now that I have a Nagra, now that I have microphones, now that I'm spending all this money on, like, actually being able to record what is in my head, like, now I'm able to, you know, like, actually act on those ideas. Whereas with Surrogates, I just wasn't able to, because in Surrogates era, I was prioritizing guitar pedals for some reason, which was really stupid of me. Because I couldn't record anything I was doing, except with my phone, and then, like, recording stuff with my phone bores the shit out of me. So I just, like, wouldn't record.
Yeah. God, what was I about to say?
But yeah, okay.
One of the really telling things that happened with Surrogates was when I guess they had this, like, brief moment of lucidity where they realized, like, oh, we're not doing anything still. So we were going to release, like, some EP, and we all went in a voice chat with the idea in mind that we'd be recording.
Yeah.
So I grabbed out a couple instruments. I had my saxophone, my guitar, and my violin. And about 5 minutes in, I realized I was the only one with instruments, like, currently being played. And everyone else was just talking. And I was like, oh, I see.
Yeah, like, military era Surrogates was trash.
That wasn't even military era, which was the issue.
Was it
that
not?
was like, yeah, it was like Surrogates 2. That was that was well into Surrogates 2.
So was that beginning of 2019 then?
Probably around then, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
It was a mess.
Yeah.
That whole Scooby-Doo EP, I think I was the only one who actually recorded their track.
Yeah. Yeah, just, I'm really glad I, smartened the fuck up and, like, started buying recording materials.
Yeah. But as far as, like, actually recording with people currently, my favorite music person to collaborate with is definitely Lori with Flair.
Is it really?
Like,
okay.
Flair's really close to that, but Lori and I think it's just because we've been collaborating for so long. But, like,
yeah,
I'll message Lori, like, hey, I feel like releasing something. And then that day we'll have out a full album.
Right.
Yeah.
Speaking of Flair, I've been talking a lot with her about doing a collaboration after Doomsayer, and we're both super looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Were you aware of any? What's up?
I think she's got, like, tons of potential as a musician, but it seems like currently she's trapped in this, it's not my role to be making music, it's my role to be working on other people's music, to be producing albums for people.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah.
What else can I go on about?
You were about to say something about, are you aware?
Oh yeah,
were
are you
aware
well,
of...
were you aware of any of the ideas that Flair and I were working on?
I was not.
So the vibe that I'm getting from Flair is that she wants to combine like my dark ambient and tape experimentation and drone stuff with like, so like she wants to combine darkness with light, like with the brightness, if that makes sense. Like the dark
Yeah.
sort of stuff from everything that I do, and then like this bright glitch pop / hypnagogic pop stuff
I
that
really like
she
that.
can do. Yeah, I'm it actually reminds me of baths, if you've ever heard of baths. Just like the idea of it.
Yes.
Yeah, I imagine our end product will be like extremely separated from that, very different from baths, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking
Out.
forward to a collaboration between you two.
Yes. Even more than that, though, I'm looking forward to our collaborations, you and I's collaborations, and
Yes.
yes, and though, so like probably like the second Doomsayer drops, I'm gonna come to you and I'm gonna be like, all right, let's start working on something. So June 20th, be expecting some PMs from me. I will be hitting up your private messages on the Discord platform.
I will be expecting those. And also, what was I about to say? Oh yeah, just today I figured out how I'm going to execute my February music plans, which seems like that's my trope, is that it takes me like half the month to figure out how to execute the idea that I have. But I just figured out the combination of pedals and effects and instrumental styles to make this sort of combining my vocals with the loosey, very almost psychedelic slack rock that I was sending you.
Was that like the Panda Bear stuff?
I more meant like the what was it? I called it shoegazy.
Right. So more
Similar
shoegazy
in
than
vein.
Panda Bear.
Yeah, I mean
Okay.
shoegazy was a demo from
Right.
what yeah. And that's like the exact style I was doing, but I just had to figure out how I'm going to put my vocal.
Right. Windshield Snatch asks, how much money will I spend on June 20th? That depends on if you plan on purchasing it digitally or as a cassette, or if you plan on getting a t-shirt. I eagerly await his reply.
I'm eager.
But yeah, would you be cool with that? Just me like hitting you up immediately after Doomsayer drops and being like, "All right, what are we working on?"
Yeah, that's what I was sort of expecting, and
Okay.
I think that's a great idea.
Okay. I have a request though, if we are going to collaborate with each other.
Your request is being listened to.
Okay, so it's important to me that the titles of my I've probably told you this, but it's important to me that like the titles of my records and shit are like occupations, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I want art from Sarah on like everything that I do.
Yeah.
And I'm totally okay with paying for all of that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm perfectly fine with that. It's
God
been forever
bless.
since I released an album that didn't have artwork that was made by me. Last time I did that was
You cut out.
I was looking at the date of it. It was May 5th, 2018.
Really?
Going on 2 years ago. Yeah, that was
Nice.
Archive 1.5. Everything since then has been my artwork because I absolutely love making artwork for albums. They can make or break an album for me.
What, artwork?
Yeah, I care so much about an album having good.
I see. Speaking of to specify about the artwork, I think I'm going to have them just do like a bird on everything.
I really like that.
Yes, it will be a narrative. Wow.
It's like the whole
We have
multiple realities thing.
Holy
except,
heck.
Except the bird is taking the occupation of the vessel, and each of the, I guess, places is in the things it is surrounded by are representative of the perceptions that are applied to this vessel and the different meanings that are interpreted, each mythology crafting its own world or album.
Yes. We have 9 minutes left on this stream. We've come so far. We have connected with all of you who have decided to chat. Thank you for chatting.
You're welcome.
What do you want to talk about for our last 9 minutes?
Let's talk about let's give ourselves a date for next.
I'm sorry, what?
Let's give ourselves a date for when we're going to do this.
A date for what?
Yeah, for streaming.
Oh, for the next stream. Well, so Tyler and I are going to stream tomorrow, same time, most likely. And, actually, we're probably just gonna beat the game and it'll probably take 2 hours. But yeah, so you and I, when do you want to stream next? Also, I feel like, I don't know, dude. Why are 8 people watching us? I feel like this is like some of the worst content we've ever done.
We went on a pretty good discussion.
Well, yeah, but like 2 hours into the stream.
Well, yeah. Thursday.
I'm sorry, what?
Would Thursday work?
This Thursday?
Yes.
Yeah, do you want to do same time to same time?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, that works for me.
Cool.
Holy shit, we can plan things out in advance on the stream? That's a joke I've made before.
It is. And you made it with me.
On SpongeBob, most likely?
Yes.
Wow. Isn't it insane how memory works? I like, as, when we were reading the text, we had, like, the chat going off super fast. But now there's, like, no one.
Yeah.
You hate to see it. All right, I want to get through this portion of the game before we Oh god.
That's fine.
But we have 6 minutes. What do you want to say?
So there's this really good album that you should all listen to called Femina by Roma Amor. It is it's uploaded on my channel on YouTube if that's how you digest your music, and that is by far the easiest place to listen to that album because it's not on streaming anywhere. And it's a combination of Italian folk music, like traditional Italian, with dark cabaret, like similar to like Scraping Fetus Off the Wall, like that sort of commanding theatrical thing with a bit of industrial in it, and it's just this really beautiful blend of it all. The vocalist is just a gorgeous voice, and her just like really soothing Italian over these somewhat industrial, very atmospheric, folky instrumentals.
Oh
like
my
if current
god.
93 didn't sound disgusting.
It's Best a Girl.
There she is.
So you know what? This is a good place to stop the stream. We'll just keep talking on this single panel. So
Yes.
yeah, so cool. Thanks to everyone who watched us. I really appreciate it. I'm sure Sam really appreciates it.
Yeah, you're alright.
Sorry that the first 2 hours weren't that engaging. I promise that's like
Not represented.
Yeah, that's not representative of what our content is typically like. It's definitely more in the vein of what this last hour has been like. So if you liked what was going on in the last hour, feel free to follow, I guess, and maybe join us in future streams. We would really appreciate it.
I know I would.
Wow. So yeah, I guess that's the end. Again, thanks a lot. All right. Bye.
Wait.
What?
Make sure we need to raid windshields.
I will do that. But all right. Bye guys.
Bye.